The date is January 26th, 2020. One of the worst days to start off perhaps the worst year in the last decade. It was the day we lost a legend in the form of Kobe Bryant. Hey, what is up guys, it's Ish from TMB Productions bringing you guys yet another video. However, today's topic isn't the same as usual. You see, in the last year alone, I noticed something. People were starting to remember Kobe Bryant for his death rather than the legacy he left behind for us. So I wanted to bring his legacy back into the limelight with this video. This video are compilations of NBA players talking about how freakishly good Kobe Bryant was as a player, a hard worker, and finally, a person. This video will help us get the inside scoop to just show how great Kobe shone from amongst his peers. Before we proceed any further though, I want to take a moment to remember all the lives lost in that horrifying helicopter accident. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Honestly, I look at Kobe Bryant as that guy that is the best, one of the best in our league. Every time when I'm not playing, if the Lakers on TV, I'm watching them. I'm watching him. I'm trying to learn from him and see how he may be attacking this certain team that he's playing.
I happen to say, like, you guys can't even sit at the lunch table with me. I got 5 championships. What do you have?
Because a lot of teams kind of play me the same way that they may play Kobe with double and triple teams and, you know, making you have to facilitate to your teammates.
Yes.
So I definitely look at Kobe as that guy that, you know, he's that guy. He's that one.
He happened to say.
Kobe or LeBron? Well, I mean, that's a tough one. I would say, Kevin Durant. Nah, in terms of dominance of the game of basketball at this stage, is LeBron. Championship-wise, Kobe Bryant.
His preparation to win is as good as anybody's, ever. Many people confuse the fact that he wants to beat you scoring. Obviously, he's one of the great scorers in the history of the game. But Kobe will do whatever you ask him to do to win, whether it be play defense, rebound, pass. He just wants to win.
Everything difficult for him tonight?
Well, it's tough. He's one of the greatest players of all time, and trying to make him work. He's going to score his points. He's that good.
You know, me and Kobe actually, you know, I walked in the gym and, you know, he's in there getting a full workout on full sweat, and he goes, "Drew, come over here."
Oh, no.
And I'm like, man, what in the world? Like, what's about? I can't warm up, can't stretch a little bit, whatever. But he brought me over there, and we playing one-on-one in the post.
Oh.
You know, I was up 7 to 3.
Okay.
And then we won 21, and then he beat me 21-7.
He wants it so bad, and he's willing to go to the extreme, you know, guarding the point guards at the age of 34, playing 38 minutes, 40 minutes. That's ludicrous. I think this is what he's battling with. It is what it is. He's cursed as much as I am.
You guys played in a kind of pickup game.
Yeah.
It's called, what is it called? The Drew
League, yeah, out here.
And it's here in town, and this was during the NBA lockout or something?
The lockout,
Yeah.
it was summertime, and, you know, it's like a Washington Park, and, you know, it was just a pack. It was a packed, you know, little small gym.
Kids play there, right?
Kids play there.
Yeah.
And, you know, he came out. I had 50 points still.
How many did he have?
I think he had like 40, but he hit the game winner on
He hit the game winner. Of course he does. That's what he does. Is he the most competitive guy you played
Yeah,
against?
for sure.
Oh,
For sure.
really?
I think he shows it on the court as well. I mean, just by his demeanor.
Are you glad you don't have to play against him
No, I
anymore?
think we all miss him, man. He's a legend.
It was a game against Utah. I'm gonna say it's his rookie or second year. You know, we're getting pummeled in the playoffs, and nobody wants to take the last 3 shots. He takes them. They're all air balls. If you remember me walking off the court with him. I said, you know what? Everybody's laughing at you now, but one day they're gonna fear you taking these shots.
If there's one player in the NBA that you could play with, who would you want that player to be? One player.
Jelly Bean.
Kobe?
Jelly Bean.
He's the best player in the game?
Oh, hands down. Playing against Kobe is like playing against a grizzly bear. If anything, any fear in you that shows, he's going to expose it. I've actually enjoyed the encounters and the competition against Kobe, man. Kobe's going to bring the best out of you. And when you play the best, you know you better be on your best. And anytime I'm pushed like that, I have nothing but great respect.
I scratch my head every time I hear the name Kobe Bryant right now, and I try to get a dictionary and try to find a word that what he's doing right now, and I'm just lost for words. I mean, he's amazing. I've been quoted saying that he's definitely the best player in our league. To me, in my eyes, the best scorer in our league, and it's unbelievable. I don't know if it's not another guy in this league that can accomplish some of the things that he's doing right now.
I think Kobe Bryant and he showed tonight, truly the best player, closer. I mean, look, I had a chance to play against him and Michael Jordan. More so Michael Jordan in his prime. Kobe was younger, obviously.
Ernie, you see that shot there? You see that shot?
There's only one other guy that can make those shots, and he's retired right now doing Hanes commercials. I mean, bad Hanes commercials, I might add, too. But
no, listen.
There's nothing you can say. I mean, this kid is unreal.
You know what? I got to tell you something. I really can't believe those shots he was making. I mean, as a coach, you say, make him shoot, fade away, laying down 2s and 3s. On every one of those plays we showed, that was great defense. That's what's scary.
Kobe's ability to play above the rim, I think, is I don't know if it's really been seen before. He really has the power and the strength to play above the rim against anybody. He can drive the ball to the hole and dunk on anybody.
Those games where, even though I was on the court, I just wanted to watch Kobe, do his thing, because it was just so much fun just watching him go to work. And, he comes into practice every day with the same mentality, get better, not just offensively, but defensively. He's the last person leaving the gym, and he's always working on different moves and different shots. And then he gets in the game, and he tries it, and it works.
What's it like to play Kobe Bryant?
What's it like to beat him?
To play him.
Oh, to play him is cool. I mean, best player in the game. You can learn a lot from him. So just pay close attention to a lot of things that he does. He's real good with details, and every inch on the court is an opportunity for him to create space to get open to score. And defensively, he's becoming a better player too. So best player in the game.
I have a great story. I was switched on him in the post, and he caught it real quick, and he turned, and I blocked it all the way to half court. And I was like, whoa, I just blocked Kobe Bryant's shot. Somebody got it and gave it back to him, and he hit a 3, and he looked at me and said, the play goes on, young fella.
He's a really, really good player. Individually, he has some of the best skills that the NBA has ever seen in history. And he's shown year after year after year why he continues to be one of the best players in our league.
How he goes at basketball and, his preparation and dedication to the game is, something that's unique. Kids think that he's Kobe Bryant, he's just as good as he is because of him just knowing how to play. They don't know before the product touches the store. It's a lot of things that has to go into that. It's something that people, when they look at him play, it's like, oh, I can do that. Nah, you can't do that. He's the only person on this earth that can do what he's doing on the basketball court. He defends and plays offense. Who does that? He guards, he defends, he stops people. And then do that on the offensive end. I mean, that's like seeing him that night. It's like, damn, I can't score, and he about to bust my ass. That's a hard pill to swallow.
Best clutch shooter in today's game, I would have to go with Kobe Jellybean Bryant.
Myself and him were still the greatest little man, big man, 1-2 punch ever created in the history of the game. And, hopefully we can get a couple of a glimpse of what we used to do, but it's going to be fun. He's probably the MVP this year. He's a monster.
Over LeBron?
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant over LeBron James. You're sitting here right now.
No, I'm not. No. I'm not comparing. I'm just saying that young man is a beast. We all know he's a beast. LeBron is a beast also, but he's playing excellent ball right now. He's got his team playing well. He's leading by example. But
And it's good to play with the best player in the world on your team because it makes stuff a lot easier.
Winning
and why did you come to the revelation that this is the greatest player on the planet, Kobe Bryant?
Because when I first came to LA, Jerry showed me a tape of this kid, and I knew he had potential. And a lot of people thought we had problems. We never really had problems at all. I'm the big brother, he's the little brother. I want him to be the best player in the world. I really do. So, you know, we really didn't have struggles. You know, I think the media wanted us to have struggles. You know, just two great players playing on the same team.
Right there, probably with Jordan. I mean, Jordan will always, to me, be the best of the best of the best, but, you know, you got to put Kobe there, and that's where, you know, Dwayne and LeBron and Carmelo and all these other guys one day would like to be considered.
The ball left his hand, you could hear the crowd just forcing the ball to go in.
Kobe pump fakes, three-pointer for the tie. It's good! Kobe ties the game!
I think he ended the game with 40-some points.
The game is tied at 1:15. 15 seconds to go. 10 to shoot. Kobe towards the hoop. Kobe all the way. Slam dunk! Kobe Bryant! Timeout Toronto! Are you kidding me? Kobe's got 41!
I think he was the Michael Jordan of our generation, and what they did the All-Star game, it was great, and we did something very special in San Antonio with a nice tribute.
Studying him, wanted to be like him. You know, he's Michael Jordan. You know, I watched Michael towards the end of his career when he was with the Wizards, and I seen that's when Kobe emerged as the guy for us. So, yeah, I mean, I've been disappointed this year, you know, because you guys treating him like, you know, he's a legend, and all I hear about how bad he's playing, how bad he's shooting, it's time for him to hang it up. You guys treated one of our legends like I didn't really like it, and you know, so hopefully now you can start being nice to him that he decided to, you know, retire after this year, you know, and it was sad the way he was getting treated, in my opinion. But he has just an amazing career, a guy that changed the game for me as a player, mentally, physically. You know, means so much to the game of basketball, and somebody I'm always going to look to for advice, for help, for anything, and just a brilliant, intelligent man. And
Kobe starts on the defensive end. I mean, today, just in practice today, you know, he got out the rookie point guard, 6 straight possessions, he stripped him. He's not about just scoring and highlights, he's about the dirty work.
Kobe has been unselfish, has been willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Woo! Hey now! Hey now!
He's just mentally, he's on a different level than anybody I've ever met.
Yeah, it got to a point where we basically were at the top of our game at one point. And it was always a war. You know, obviously, he was too big for me, you know what I mean? So I couldn't guard him because he would just take me into the post. I didn't have a chance.
That's his own. You know, where your team is down 18 and your willpower lets you hit 5 threes in a row.
Here's Kobe again, yes sir!
He knew if you looked on his face, every shot was going in for him.
We were winning the basketball game in the fourth quarter, okay? So we played a triangle in 2. We played a box in 1. We played zone. We played every defense that I could think of and my assistant coaches that we could conjure up.
Then Kobe went in the phone
Kobe
booth.
Bryant made some shots that night. He double pumped, he traveled, he spent the opposite way. He made shots that were incredible. So at the end of the night, I was stuck between, everybody was saying, well, you should just run the whole team at it.
Kobe on Klay Thompson.
Last possession of the game, you know, I'm guarding him. He hits me with a move baseline and then knocks down a jumper to win it.
Kobe rising again. Another bucket. The ultimate closer.
I'm like, man, this guy, Kobe Bryant, man.
So creative, and you know, in any parts of the floor, it don't matter where he is, he can just do things that I couldn't even think of.
If Michael Jordan is the original, Kobe Bryant is the remix, baby.
What does Kobe Bryant's retirement mean to you?
It makes you a little scary because you know you were the next era up, you know? Like Kobe's as he said in his press conference, he's the triple OG. And guys like myself, Brian, and that 2003 class, we the OGs only. So we're the older guys, you know? And it's like, oh, we're the next ones up, you know, after the Kobes and the Tim Duncans and the Dirks, you know, retire. So it's kind of scary from that point, but from a sense of a guy's career, someone I admired, someone who was a role model to me as a player, someone I could call a friend, his career was
wanted to compete, wanted to be the best. He told me one time he was going to be the Will Smith of the NBA. He told me that at 18 years old. I was like, okay, young fella. But I saw something in him that, like, you know what, this kid definitely has a potential. Like, you know how they always say people are in the gym a couple hours before, a couple hours after? That definitely was Kobe Bryant.
He has an array of moves in the air. A lot of people don't have the body control that Kobe Bryant has. When you talk about him leaving the floor off one leg or both legs, you know, there aren't too many guys that play in the NBA that can do those type of things.
Oh, Kobe.
Do you remember your first game against him, and if so, how did that go?
First game,
were you intimidated? I mean, were you nervous?
No. I wasn't intimidated or nothing. I didn't have to guard him, so I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried none. Just trying to focus on guard Derek Fisher at the time. So.
Continue to be quoted. I think he's the best player in our league right now. What he's able to do offensively and defensively is, I mean, it's unbelievable. And I look up to a guy like Kobe Bryant just because of what he's able to do every night he goes out on the basketball court. So once again, I'm quoting again saying that Kobe Bryant is the best player in our league.
I started playing with him in AAU, so I had to see the potential of what he brought to the table and who he wanted to be and who he was going to become. I mean, throughout, our 18 years of battling, some have been good and some have been nasty.
Right.
Because that's just who he is. We've gotten each other's faces and all of that stuff. I mean, that's what it was about. I mean, you expected it.